What if you are a fan of the Nintendo Switch, the Nintendo Wii U, the Nintendo Wii, the Sony PlayStation line of game consoles, and you want to play games on an Xbox, but you just don't like the controller? That's where I sit. See, I'm one of those. I never liked the original Xbox Duke controller. I call it the Puke because I just don't like it. I don't like the Xbox 360 controller. I was never a huge fan of the Xbox One lineup of controllers. They were better, but they're still not what I was looking for. The Xbox Series S and X controllers are much better, but still not what I am looking for in a controller. And that's where the folks from Brook Gaming come in. This is their new Wingman Converter XB2, and what it is going to allow me to do for someone like me that doesn't care for the original Xbox controllers. This will allow me to use controllers from the Switch and from the PlayStation on my Xbox Series S and my Xbox One S. Let's go ahead, let's take a look what it takes to get set up with this. Let's test it with some games. So I wanted to bring in something just to give you some sense of scale, you know, this versus that. This is a teeny tiny box, which is pretty cool. Now on the front, as you can see here, it does have the Wingman converter. It will work basically with the Xbox Series S, Series X, the Xbox One X, and then will allow you to play or use the PS3, PS4, PS5 controllers, Xbox Elite 1, 2, Switch Pro, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and the 360, and it will allow you to, again, use any of those controllers on a current generation Xbox, the Xbox One X, the 360, or the original, so that is interesting. I had honestly only planned, here it kind of, you know, spells things out a little bit more for you. I had originally only thought about the Xbox Series S and X and the Xbox One S, so it actually has more compatibility than what I thought. Open this up here, so let's pull this guy out of the box. And I do want to thank Brook Gaming for sending this to me to check out. I really do appreciate them continuing to support the channel. Nothing else in the box. You do get the adapter itself, and in the past what they've done is had a QR code to download an instruction sheet. Let's see what we have in the packaging here. So first and foremost, you do have a set of reflective sort of Brook decals. Nice thick cardstock, walks you through USB port can be used to connect to the Xbox Series S and X, One, 360, and the original Xbox or PC. Has an LED button on one side, LED button on the other. Simply connect to a wired Xbox Series S or X, Xbox Elite 1 or 2, PS3, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, 360, Switch Pro, or a fighting stick. And then it does have a QR code for you to download the full-blown manual if you would so desire. This basically looks to be about the size of a thumb drive, quite honestly. And you can see, not much to it. So there's your LED button on that side and on that side, and then there is your USB cable on there. So we're going to just plug it into our Xbox Series S really quick and just check the fitment. So here is our Xbox Series S. We only paid 50 bucks for this thing. We got it off of our local Facebook Marketplace, and basically someone was just getting ready to go to college. The true thing on this, so when I got it, the HDMI output didn't work. I contacted Microsoft. There was no warranty registered with it, so basically I got a full-blown warranty with it. So this will just go in up front like so, just like that. You've got your USB cable port right there where you can probably go ahead and just hard connect your controller that you want to use, and we can go ahead and test the sucker out. All right, so we have our Xbox Series S here that we're going to go ahead and utilize. And looking through, I've got the instructions in front of me on my PC. What we're going to do is we're going to use a USB-C cable here. It's A to C actually, to connect to the back end of the XB. Come on, you. There we go. And then from here, we are going to actually start with one of my favorite controllers, the Switch controller. I'm just going to plug it in. And the light now on the side of the console has gone from blinking to solid. So let us see if it works. And now let's go ahead. Let's take a look. Home button brings that up. That's actually pretty cool. My apps and games. Shredder's Revenge. Okay, I am liking this. I don't want to deal with an update. That's one of the things I hate about the Xbox too. Always freaking constant updates. Okay, let's see what else we have that we can possibly play more quickly. So the shoulder buttons are working just fine. That was seriously the game. All right, so here we have the turbo bike level. I mean, it's working as it should. Now, I will admit that I bought this a couple years ago, and I haven't spent a whole lot of time with it, but I can kind of see why it's not as critically acclaimed as the ones for the NES. So next, we're going to commit heresy against the Xbox community. DualShock 4 on Halo. I know a lot of people did not care for the DualShock 4. I absolutely love it. I think it's very, very comfortable. My favorite PlayStation controller probably until the DualShock 5 came out, or the DualSense 5. I love that controller too, which we'll test that here in just a moment. It's like, dude, you suck at Halo. Yes, I do. Yes, I just died. But the DualShock 4 controller works great. All right, so up next we have switched to, this is actually a knockoff DualSense 5 controller. I've reviewed it, check it out up there. It's actually designed for the PlayStation 4, but this is working as well. We're gonna do some practice in F1 2021 around Sochi, Russia. I'm not gonna go through, you know what, I'm gonna go through and change my setup a little bit here. Now, one of the things that I wanted to too is how well the triggers work for throttle and brake. And they feel actually really, really good. I mean, it's one of those where you don't want just an on-off switch, so the fact that the analog triggers are working exactly as they should for throttle and brake, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Now, it has been a while since I've run Sochi, and I don't remember the layout, so this is a legit practice for me to kind of get acclimated to the track. Analog sticks feel great. I mean, it's doing exactly what I would want it to do if I was using an Xbox controller. Except for, at least to me, considerably more comfortable. When it way too deep, I was looking down. That corner has always been a pain for me though, too. So I do have my DRS open, which is the drag reduction system. It's the top flap on the back of the wing. Now, to pair this, I could not just connect the USB cable. I did have to actually go through and use the button mapping essentially on the controller itself to get into pairing mode. And for that, just had to hold down the share button and the home button. It's the same thing with the DualSense 4 controller as well. I'm sorry, DualShock 4 controller. All right, so we are going to finish things out here. So we're going to finish things out with the Gully Kit King Kong 2. And pairing was a little bit interesting with this because it does have a Windows mode actually on this actual controller. But it's working. It's working! I mean, we're working exactly as we should be here. I mean, I'm really, really happy thus far with the overall control scheme on this. How smooth everything is, you know, relative ease of how, you know, the pairing and whatnot are. Oh, missed that a little bit too much. I need to clearly fly more RC stuff, I guess. But this is, like, it's terrific. For me, you know, the Xbox Series S controller is better than what the other controllers have been. I'll grant you that. I still don't like it as much as, say, the... I'm sorry if I'm making you sick right now, but I still don't like it as much as the DualSense controller. So it's one of those things that having the option to use other controllers, definitely something that I am excited now to play on my Xbox Series S a little bit more. Now, like I say, the the Xbox Series S controllers, I fly into that ship, I do like it more. It's probably my favorite out of all of the Xbox controllers. And this is hard to do while I'm flying and talking at the same time. But, so, you know, the Xbox Series S controller definitely better for me than what the previous generation controllers were. But it gives me the option now to use not just a controller that I'm okay with, but a controller that I actually really like to use. So what do I think of the Wingman XB2 from Brook Gaming? Well, first and foremost, I do need to give credit where credit is due. The Xbox Series S and Series X controller, it's the best one, in my opinion, that Microsoft has ever produced. So kudos to them. I don't hate it. I'll say that. I have not hated playing games with this. But it is brilliant now that I can go ahead, don't fall, and use this adapter with my Switch Pro controller if I want to. And it works brilliantly. I can use it, stay Yoshi, with my PlayStation 4 DualShock controller. It's wonderful. I can use it with the DualShock 5. I can use it with the knockoff DualShock 5. I can even use it with third-party controllers like the Gully Kit King Kong 2 designed for the Switch. What do I not like about it? Well, first and foremost, not everything paired via the USB cable. I did have to go through and do the Bluetooth pairing, hitting the side buttons to be able to do that. Not a major thing, but with PlayStation controllers, those can be a bit of a pain to pair to something else. What you need to do is hold the share button and the home button, and that'll get you into Bluetooth pairing mode. And once I did that, paired to this without any problem whatsoever. I also understand that they're trying to be green, they're trying to be, keep their packaging as small, light, and cost-effective as possible. Give me a pairing slip sheet in the box with this. That's one of the things they haven't done for a very long time. Everything you have to go and download a PDF from their website. It's actually what I did to get set up here. But above and beyond that, I love this. This is wonderful. Now, I will have a link down below to a pinned comment where you can check this out through our Amazon affiliate link. It is an affiliate link, it helps support the channel, but it's one of those things you can go ahead and you can pick this up. And if you're like me and you would prefer to use other controllers with your Xbox Series S, Series X, One X, One S, other systems as well, this is a great way to go ahead and do it. Now, if you do want to check out some of the other reviews that we've done on, on this knockoff PlayStation 5 controller, on the Gully Kit King Kong 2 and more, those videos are coming up for you right now. Thank you so much for watching this episode. If you want to help support Rock Solid Productions and be a part of our community, there's a number of different ways you can do so. First and foremost, join us over on our Patreon page or become a channel member here on YouTube. By joining through either one of those methods, you get early access to just about all of our video content, exclusive content, and a whole lot more. We also give you shout outs at the end of each and every one of our videos. You can also pick up some awesome Rock Solid Productions swag. We've got t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, and more available through our Teespring store on screen right now too. You can also pick up some of our awesome 3D printed cartridge stands, amiibo holders, Nintendo DS holders, and more by visiting our 3D printer store on screen right now as well. Links for everything will be down below in a pinned comment. If you want to stay up to date with everything we have going on here at Rock Solid Productions, make sure that you're following us on the different social media networks. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/RockSolidProductions, Instagram at instagram.com/RockSolidProductionsGK, and Twitter at RockSolidStudios. If you're looking to pick this and other retro and modern gaming accessories up, make sure that you head on over to CastlemaniaGames.com. He has a feature over there called Castle Cash, where the more you spend, the more you earn towards future purchases, and Castle Cash is just like cash. He also offers convenient payment plans for more expensive items over $50. Finally, make sure that you use promo code ROCKSOLID10 when you're shopping at CastlemaniaGames.com, as it can save you up to 10% on most items on the website. Again, thank you for watching this episode, and I cannot wait to see you again soon.